What's going on, everybody? Welcome to our last installment here, looking at the final video project. Um, when I started this class originally, it was another long essay, and I figured, this is we gotta switch things up a little bit. So, what we did is I started this video project instead. So I think it's important that we all leave our mark within human history. And this is an opportunity to do that. We're going to be able to have our research project something that, if I would encourage you to, do this video project and then leave it online for the next person so that when they do research, they'll be able to find things easily. So let me break it down for you here, though. So what I want to do is I want you to make a video. It's going to be 5 to 10 minutes long. It needs to be an approved topic. So I believe it's week 7, and I'll make announcements on that. You're going to have your thesis statement on your final project. So the video thesis has to be a theme from U.S. history during the class. So, it's great that you want to do a project on Julius Caesar and you want to do something on the American Revolution, but those would not count because Julius Caesar was not during, it doesn't pertain to U.S. history, and the American Revolution is American history, but it's before 1877 or the start of this course. So it would have to be something past that, and it'd have to be something that's approved by me. So one thing, we'll get into the thesis in a second, but keep that in mind. You need to use 5 primary or secondary sources in the video. Primary sources are sources of people that were there. So diary would be something. Someone wrote an article that was there, first-hand accounts, things like that. Secondary is essentially everything else. If you write a book about the American Civil War, then that's a secondary source because you're alive and we're not there. So that would be that's a kind of tell a difference. So there's some more nuances in between, but that's what the basic gist of things. To film this, you can use any recording device that you'd like. HD camera, tablet. Most people just use their phones, and I will give examples during the semester, kind of give you an idea of what I'm looking for. You don't have to be techno savvy. We've had people that basically talk with their PowerPoint, and that's good. Or we have other people that are really into things. They have a lot of editing and music, and I prefer pomp and circumstance, but I get it. If it's not your cup of tea, you can also do something pretty low frills. So you can use images and videos that are original, and with a script over top of it. That was what I'd like to do. So if you do use clips of video is fine. Obviously, I don't want you using whole sections that you can that you just completely ripped from someone else. Same thing with images. Make sure you're giving credit where credit's due. Any copyrighted material, you need to have permission to use it. The assignment is worth 200 points, just like anything else. It's going to be 150 points for the video itself and 50 points for the thesis assignment, which I'll get to in a little bit. It's going to have to be in a digital format that I can view. Usually MP4 is pretty good. I highly, highly recommend just throw it on Vimeo, throw it on YouTube. Give me just a link, a hyperlink. Just put it up there. It's the best. It's the best way to get it to me. But obviously, if you're a little shy and don't feel comfortable sharing your video, I don't know why you wouldn't. But if you don't, that's fine. You can also, there's other ways to get it to me too. Just a hard copy is fine as well. So with the video itself, you're also going to be turning in a typed outline or storyboard or script with citations with the actual final project itself. So it seems confusing to you, but don't let it be. I'm very laissez-faire. You can do storyboards. You can do an actual outline script. You can send to me whatever it is that you have, and just make sure your citations are with it where you got the information. It's going to be important. But again, it's not like I'm not going to kind of hold your hand for this assignment. I want you to sort of figure things out on your own. With, of course, me giving you some examples along the way. So again, the thesis statement is you're going to go to Blackboard and send it to me. And I'll let you know about it. Yeah, it'll be during week 7. And I will approve it. I'll go, yay, this is good. Or no, it's not. Remember, the thesis is got to be something from this course time frame. So make sure you keep that in mind. And also, it has to be something that would not fit as an entire class or an entire book. So what do you mean, Professor? And what I mean is this, is that your thesis cannot be World War II was bad because of this. World War II or the Great War or Vietnam War, or whatever you want. If you want to pick a giant war, there are entire books written on that subject. There are entire classes you can take. And it's very daunting to get an entire war into 5 to 10 minutes. So we don't want that. We want you to be as niche as possible. I maybe look at your thesis could be looking at, what was it like for African American men in the, in the front lines of World War II, if there were any. What was it like being, a homosexual person living in the 1960s in northern New England. So it's something that you're going to have to flesh out a little bit. You don't want it too niche where it's like, what was it like being a pet shop owner in the 1980s in Gary, Indiana. Well, there's a lot to go off of there. Also, that'd be kind of boring, but you get my point. So don't panic if I turn it back into you. You just got to redo it until we can kind of fine tune it. And obviously bounce ideas off me too. There's a lot of go-tos that people go to in this class of what they want to do their assignment on. And I can kind of help you flesh out something a little more finite. Okay. Keep them things in mind. Using video could be as simple as recording a student oral presentation for future review, or as elaborate as producing an original short film. And again, I've had them all, and I love a good aesthetic, but it's not exactly what you're being graded on. But of course, I do want to see you put forth a college effort. Give it the old Muskegon CC try. So again, we talked about the outline, the script, how to film, this editing stuff, publishing. Go ahead and you can go through that, read that on your own. And I'm obviously available to help you along the way. Here's the rubric as well of what I'm looking for. The biggest thing do not do your project if the topic is not approved. I've had so many people that will either not do the thesis statement and turn in an assignment about something that doesn't pertain to the class, or they'll get approved for a topic and then they'll just on Sunday night at 10 o'clock, I'm doing something else and completely change it. Make sure it's an approved topic and make sure that I'm good to go with it. So anyway, a little long-winded, but that's pretty much the final video project, and I'm sure you're scratching your head still. Don't worry. I will be uploading and showing you samples and examples along the way. So that's all I got for you. Any questions, comments, concerns, as always, contact me. Otherwise, we'll see you in the next video.